What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're gonna waste no time on this audio system today. We're gonna try and get it all buttoned up. Hopefully I can get the floor plastics back in, and hopefully be able to get some, you know, music playing out of this guy. I keep looking up injectors for that. If anyone's got some like 150 overs or something, or you guys have like information on, I know, single shot versus like the double shot and other things like that. Injectors on this thing aren't too hard to do, but if you guys can flood the comments with some information injector wise on a 7.3, I'd like to go over like 100 overs. Let me know some information on injectors for this thing down below. And I know if I get single shot injectors, I don't know, like a lot of people use the Hydra or custom tunes, and I think I could get an SET tune written with the single shot or whatever injectors too, if I am correct. So let me know in the comments below if I can get a custom tune written on this to work with the other injectors or whatever. Flood the comments with some information on that, and let's get to throwing these amps in. Alright guys, so first time I ever installed subs, literally it was just normal 10s, not dual voice coil. A lot of the things nowadays, like I said, your subs can come dual voice coil, single voice coil. Because I remember we got a set of subs one time to put in my buddy's Jeep. They were dual voice coil, we had no idea, we put them in. I mean, we obviously kind of saw both connections, and we had just, in our minds, we're like, oh, we've never seen that before, that's cool. But no, when there's two connections on one, this side and this side, that means it's a dual voice coil sub. But you got to understand that every way you wire subs changes its pretty much impedance. So these are 2 ohm dual voice coil subs, and we're gonna run both of them at 2 ohm. On the one side of the voice coil, you're gonna connect the positive to the negative inside the box. These just gotta connect the one voice coil positive to the other voice coil negative. Now on the other side of this, you can see the negative and the positive also are connected. However, this time they go up to our speaker connection here, where you screw it out and screw the wire in, but the positive goes to the positive and the negative goes to the negative. So now we can put the sub in here, and our connections are now up top. What I didn't realize at the beginning of this was this side and this side are walled off here. So you've got pretty much 2 single 10-inch boxes here, but I'm gonna route this sub to this sub, because in the truck this will be on the side where the subs are actually gonna get plugged in, and then the wire coming out of here will go to the sub amp. So we're gonna throw these in, get these connected, see if I got something to secure this. If not, we'll secure it after the fact, but other than that, this is good to go in. we just spent the most of today trying to get this thing all buttoned up, cleaned up here, and I don't know what happened here, but I think this was in the banana, and then we took it out and brought it back. I'm not sure. We did so many amp switches in that thing, and different audio setups and subs and speakers and line output, no line. It's processor, we did so much that I have no idea if this actually came out of the banana as we collected things out of it or not. Power's good, ground's good, remote wire's good, RCAs have signal. I even tried using the output on that amp to power this amp with a different set of RCAs. Still had signal. All that stuff's good. Even with these turned up around, there's no sound coming out of the subs. You take a sub and put it on the 4-channel, you can hear it going. And obviously there's no low tones in the 4-channel right now. I have them kind of cranked back a little bit. So the door speakers don't kind of blow out. We're gonna throw the Kenwood in here. Hopefully that works. I think this amp is blown or got trashed or something broke in it. So like I said, unfortunately, we spent a lot of time today trying to get this going, get this right. We were so close. We were literally so close, but I guess it's one thing after another with this. But other than that, guys, the 4-channel, these speakers do scream. I've got it on about 30, which that radio goes up to 35. But at about 30, it's quite loud. Like you can hear it way outside of the shop. So perfect. Way perfect. I just need the subs to pound. But well, I'll catch you guys in the morning. We'll pick up that other amp and then hopefully get this thing pounding. It's actually the next day here, and we came through and put this Kenwood in here, and guess what? And like, I know so many of you are gonna be like, oh, something's gotta be wrong, but I honestly think this is another blown amp. Ground's good, remote wire's good, power's good, RCA signal's good on both, except this speaker output on the 4-channel 0.54, and over here, ground. Anyway, the 4 speakers that are amped to the doors right now on the 4-channel, they're really loud, and honestly, like I said, right now I've got them adjusted so they're mostly the higher end of the mids and the highs, because the subs should bring all of that in. I hate when bass comes out of door speakers, especially when you have subs. These can't handle the bass that these can. When you're trying to put max volume to a door speaker, it'll distort. But you can put max volume to properly tune subs and it'll all sound good. So when the subs finally get playing, when we get one more amp, everything should be uniform and sound great. But until then, I guess we're gonna wait till tomorrow to get another amp. But see guys, old me would have sat here and completed this project and uploaded a video like 12 days late. But now, like this year, I'm here to show you guys how everything actually goes, how everything actually happens. And this is one of the things you run into where, I mean, they're both used amps, like they're both just sitting on a shelf. So they're not brand new, so that could easily be our issue as well. But like I'm saying, is when you do stuff like that, this is what happens. I just wanted to bring the real side of this to you guys to show you, like, oh, the truck's never gonna get done. Well, I'm human too, and you run into things like this all the time. So guys, because we can't complete that project, what we're gonna do is actually I picked up a new filter when I picked up fuses for this amp. Here is a fuel filter for under the hood. I know we also have the fast here, that needs to go on this week. But the issue being is that of the instructions I have in fact read for this and watched, the fuel filter under the hood stays, unlike the Ram where it plumbs right into your CP3. Well, on this truck I think the fuel bowl stays unless you delete it. I could delete it, but what's wrong with extra filtration? Nothing. So I'm actually gonna go through and throw this in real quick and see if this helps at all. And then obviously later this week we'll get the fast on for constant clean pressure and get those filters like out of the tank. Well, they won't be used anymore, but you get my point. So. Okay guys, this doesn't look all that bad considering we got a new one. We'll put it in. So I think somebody tried to change this already. But like I said, the ones in the tank, I guarantee nobody's touched. So definitely gonna have to check that out. Damn. Okay. Yeah, just shut it off. Oh guys, trust me, I know that probably made a lot of you cringe that I was using that like 1/2 inch impact on that. Well, I put it on setting 1 and it wouldn't even budge it, and then setting 2 I just tapped it off. And then I tried to unscrew it by hand and that didn't work either, so I just zipped it off. And then putting it back on, it literally, tightening it by hand, it would like quarter turn and then like stick. So putting it on setting 1 and cranking it all the way down, which is literally like got it set, and then I put it on the setting 2 and just like tapped it for a quarter turn tight. So don't think I was wailing on it. I know it's not the ideal tool, but I don't know where my 1/2 inch ratchet went, but not the ideal tool, and you can easily snap, break, chip, mar, ruin that cap. I understand that. But like I said, you've done it enough times, you just kind of have an idea. So don't go out there and think you can zip that off with a 1/2 inch impact and you won't have issues, because most of these trucks, those get ruined immediately. All right guys, well there you have it. Fuel filter under the hood is actually, it was decent. It definitely was different than the filter. I put an OEM like Motorcraft filter back in, but the filter I took out, it wasn't actually the same. It didn't have like the pre-filter and didn't have like the hole that the cap snaps into, so it's kind of weird. OEM filter's back in there now. The battery's dead. I wasn't really gonna jump it because by the time I jump it, I gotta let it run. Might as well just do it tomorrow when we get a new amp and let all that happen then. So yeah guys, like I said, until we get into that tank, I have zero idea, and that's my only thing is I doubt that tank has been dropped. Honestly doubt it. And then after that, if the injectors are weak for some reason, then we can get ourselves a set and throw them in. I'm showing you guys the true, real, raw process here, and yeah, that amp, I guess is dead too. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, the subs play off the 4-channel and not the monoblock, but that's 2 in a row that have an output ground signal. Literally, like I said, there were 2 used amps. They could very well just be bad amps. They were off the shelf. They weren't new. So when we swap that out tomorrow, I'm either gonna run and go buy one or see if somebody's got one I can test. I could take the one out of the Hellcat, but I don't want to undo that because everything's perfect in there. We're just not there yet, I guess. And literally the radio could have been in, this dash could have been back together. Oh, that would have been sick. So yeah guys, in the next video, hopefully you'll see us literally buttoning that audio system up. I'm getting frustrated with it as well, but we're almost there guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, shoot it a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe, drop me a comment while you're down there. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.